Welcome to HPC News Bytes, a weekly show about important news in the world of supercomputing, AI, and other advanced technologies.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to HPC News Bytes. I'm Doug Black. Hi, Shaheen. Let's start with Intel's announcement last week that it has terminated its deal with Israeli chip company Tower Semiconductor because of regulatory problems with China. The deal was to be for $5.4 billion. But from what we've read, companies with Chinese revenue of 117 million or more are required to get approvals from Chinese authorities. And it's believed China blocked the deal due to its intensifying geopolitical and economic tensions with the US.
Yeah, very interesting. I wonder when this trade situation might evolve and become so strained that such mergers would just proceed and not wait for approval from every country. And if there's a fallout, then you just manage the fallout. But anyway, in this case, I don't believe this is too material for Intel. Intel needs to grow its foundry business, and this is what was supposed to help. And it's already doing that gradually. Its primary task really is to excel in the very high-end fabrication. This is 3 nanometers and below. And Tower is not focused on that end of the market. So talking about chips, which is like what we all talk about these days, the HotChips conference is coming up with the online and in-person attendance at Stanford University from August 27th to 29th. Notable sessions are on UCIe, which is the on-chip interconnect that is a derivative of PCIe, the impact of AI on chip architectures, indicating that there's a lot more to optimize in that area than we have seen, memory systems, processor in memory, memory-centric computing, several sessions on that, a couple of talks on RISC-V for servers, energy efficiency, network processing, the whole NPU, DPU, XPU thing that we have seen, as well as data center thermal management.
Well, Sheen, we've noted in the past how this conference has grown in stature and attendance in recent years. And it must be a reflection of the multi-architecture world we've entered with the slowdown in Moore's Law and embrace of alternative architectures that drive system performance forward. We also have a story that originated with the Financial Times. They reported that Saudi Arabia and the UAE have bought thousands of NVIDIA GPUs for generative AI-related applications. The Saudis, through King Abdullah University of Science and Technology, KAUST, acquired about 3,000 H100 chips, each worth about $40,000. The UAE has secured thousands of NVIDIA GPUs for state-owned Technology Innovation Institute. This follows news last month, which we discussed on News Bytes, that the UAE tech company G42 closed a $900 million deal with Cerebras for AI supercomputing offered as a cloud service.
Yeah, definitely an emerging place for lots of investments. And last week we had news that Chinese companies were building inventory of advanced chips. And it turns out it's a global phenomenon. And NVIDIA and increasingly AMD are the main beneficiaries. But because having stock, ability to ship, having physical access is the main point, it also opens new opportunities for other AI chip vendors. And if supply chain is the issue, then you have to go upstream in the supply chain for high-end chips. This is where you find, of course, TSMC, Samsung, and Intel. And there was news of TSMC having labor issues and union issues in Arizona as it tries to build its fabs there. This week, Samsung announced that over in Texas, its 4 nanometer fab will be in mass production in the second half of 2024. And they announced Groq, the AI chip, as an initial customer. The high end is between 3 and 5 nanometers, really. And so that counts, even though below 3 nanometers where you need to be to have global leadership.
Yes, indeed. All right. Very good. That's it for this episode. Thanks for being with us.
HPC News Bytes is a production of Orion X in association with Inside HPC. Shaheen Khan and Doug Black host the show. Every episode is featured on InsideHPC.com and posted on OrionX.net. Thank you for listening.